Alright, it is the second day of Camp Nano and I have done nothing! There were plenty of opportunities to get stuff done today as far as revisions were concerned, but I didn't, and I'm far enough ahead that I'm not really concerned about that too much, but I will have to make sure to do some tomorrow, and from this point on. Instead, I went and saw the new Spider-Man movie, which was loads of fun right after going to Venice and all that jazz on my vacation, because everything was super familiar. It was very strange to watch that whole scene in Venice. Anyway, nothing to report on this day. I'm just going to add this into one of my other days. Okay, it's now the third day of Camp Nano, and I haven't gotten really any further. I'm on page 42. On the first day, I'd gotten through page like 41 for revisions, but I did get a lot of good work done today. Even though I didn't get further along in the draft, I realized there was more stuff that needed to happen with this same scene that I'd worked on the other day. So I went back through and fixed that again, and I swear, drafts, I always think of like revisions and different drafts as it's almost like you've got like a hedge or something that you're training into a certain shape. You just kind of gotta snip at it a little bit each day, and then every time you go over it, it's going to be better. Maybe sculpting a vase or something might be a better analogy. I don't know. I promise I do writing. None of these horrible analogies make it into my writing though. But it is now significantly better than it was before. I was still feeling a little bit uncomfortable with how it was, and now I feel a lot better with it, and I feel a lot more confident to move on past that particular scene that was uncomfortable and making me worry. So tomorrow, I'm gonna try to work on finishing this chapter. Sorry, I can't even breathe right without like choking on my own breath, apparently. Anyway, that is day 3. I think I'm done for now because I'm tired and it's almost 8 o'clock, and I promised my hubby I'd hang out with him at 8. So I'm going to just compile some of these days together. Alrighty, so that's where I'm at for now. Alright, it is now the 5th day of Camp Nano. You may have noticed I missed the 4th day. I did get tons of editing done yesterday. However, I still didn't get further in the draft. I didn't get stuck on the same scene. I had to go back because I had a realization after listening to some audiobooks I was listening to about how I could fix some info dumping that I had in my first chapter that I was having the hardest time figuring out what I was going to do with it, because I knew the information was important, but it was coming across in a way that sounded like I was giving a freaking history lesson. So I figured out how to fix that. Sorry, my dog's going off. Yesterday, and that was one of the big things I did. I also worked on like really in-depth line edits with my mom on the phone, because she was super helpful with that for like 3.5 hours. And I fixed like so many really bad lines that were just, I couldn't figure out what to do with them before, but I think I figured out a new technique where if I cut and paste the lines into a different document with the original at the top, and then I can fidget with different wordings and stuff at the bottom and then pick the best phrasing, it seems to help a lot. Anyway, that was for the 4th. I haven't done anything yet today. I will get back to you later on what I've done in the 5th. Alright, it is close to the end of the 5th day of Camp Nano, and I've gotten barely any revising done. I'm on a new scene that's in a different person's perspective, and I ran into a spot where I had a note that says, hey, you need to add this whole thing because we basically need to kill time in this timeline so that events later are more believable and it makes sense that stuff had happened. I don't want to do it because it's drafting. And I was like, I didn't think I had to do drafting. It's revising. So I'm like sitting here and I've been staring at the page for a solid hour and a half, and like an hour earlier doing nothing. I got, actually that's not entirely true, because I got one whole scene revised. It was just a very short scene, and now I'm onto that scene that I'm struggling with. So I've got like 3 pages done since the start of the day, but I need to do at least 11 more by the end of the night. Otherwise, I am behind, and I will not lose my first Camp NaNowrimo. Do you hear me? I will not lose it. So, I gotta suck it up and write this and move on, because otherwise I'm going to fall behind, and I will not do that. So, I will check in with you shortly and let you know how I'm doing on that. Okay, it's the end of the about 10:20, and I should have gone to bed like an hour ago because I have like a full day of physical labor tomorrow for a side hustle job I'm doing. And I'm really tired. I did not get as far as I would have liked to tonight. I was hoping to get to 55 pages revised by the end of the evening, but I got pretty close. I got to 50, so I did make up some of my pages. However, I did a lot of actual adding of scenes today, so I basically added to the total number of pages of the book, so it's kind of like moving me forward while also moving me back. So anyway, the Chem Nano website is saying that if I do 10 pages per day I should finish on time, and it seems to be saying that I'm on track, so I'm gonna assume I'm on track now. And I'm gonna try to keep on track and not fall behind. I'm past the one scene that I was kind of dreading doing revisions for. It needed a lot of work, but I'm happy that's done and I feel accomplished. Anyway, I will check in with you tomorrow and let you know where I'm at.